How we doing, guys? Jesse Groves, Europa Sports, once again back here to do another quick highlight with one of our newer brands to Europa Sports. I'm sitting here with Kat. She actually is the Vice President of Midway Labs USA and also the founder of Glamour Nutrition, one of their brands. So brand new brand to even to the US, I would say as well too, to Europa. It's only been in the country for less than a year. So Kat, could you do me a favor and kind of give a overview of the company and how you guys got started, your foundation, and how you guys got tied in with Europa?
Yeah, of course. So Midway Labs USA, which is the umbrella brand for military trail and Glamour Nutrition, was actually founded in Brazil in 1991 by my father, and it's one of those stories that it was founded in the garage, and it was a time frame in Brazil where nutritional supplements was pretty brand new. There was no other brands in the market, and he was a visionary because he brought that to the market, and nowadays we are basically the largest sports nutrition brand in South America. We are inside the big mass retailers down there. We are actually inside convenience stores too. We retail even in gas stations. We retail in beauty stores and all pharmacy chains. So the growth was really amazing because we got into different categories too as well. And we basically wanted to bring that same platform to the United States. But nowadays Midway Labs USA is headquartered in the US ever since 2006 actually. And we've done a lot of exports, but we really started work in the U.S. domestic market with these two brands recently for about a year ago, and that's when we started the relationship with Europa. And our goal is to bring the same strategies that we used in South America to open up new markets and new concepts into the United States, and that's why we created these two very distinct brands from the market.
Very nice. Now, can you kind of briefly, I'm sure, because for all you out there watching, you guys are going to see a lot more of this brand, but kind of go into some of the things you're doing marketing-wise as far as, say, like the Glamour Classics and things like that. What are your involvement to get this brand out there?
Yeah, so, as a new brand in the market, obviously you have to make sure that you're recognized first and you have that market exposure. So we've came in a very strong partnership with the Glamour Classics. So this year we were the major above the line sponsor, and we're doing the Glamour Classic in several countries as well. And that's all about to get the brand recognition to the public. And we are also doing the Mr. Olympia in the same level of sponsorship. So that's going to be coming up in September. And we're doing a lot with mass market marketing, advertisement too. So for example, for Glamour Nutrition, we've done this partnership with all the medias from American Media Inc. So we're doing OK Magazine, not just the print, but also on the digital side, Star Magazine, which we recently actually won an award for Best Collagen for the Star Beauty Awards magazine in New York. So that was really cool. And we're also doing Us Weekly too, which they have like millions of publications, for consumers and millions of people coming in on their website. So we're going to be doing all of that mass market media. Even the other publications like Soap Opera Digest, National Enquirer, television as well. And for the military trail, we do a lot of advertisement inside the bases. They have like a newspaper in there, Stars and Stripes, that we advertise. We also have done advertisement with military.com on the online side, and all of our ambassadors for the military trail, they are either veterans or active duty guys.
That's very cool.
And because this line of products, we also didn't want to just use the name military. We wanted to do something that was really, that has meaning behind it. And that's why we give back 5% of the proceeds to 12 charities that support military, active duties, veterans, and also law enforcement.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
It's very unique. Now, you've kind of already touched on some of the uniqueness and what military trail represents. Can you kind of go through and explain like who your target market is for Glamour Nutrition, and then also who your target market is for the military trail?
Yes. So it's very interesting and kind of funny how life works, because when I was about, and this is gonna resonate, but when I was about 18 to 17, I was invited to go to Hollywood to be a model and an actress with an agency, Wonder Models, for a year. So I had an agreement with them, and I was like, you know what, I'll just try it out. So when I went there, I met a lot of models and people in the Hollywood scene, and all of them looked beautiful on the cover of magazines and in the movies, but they really had bad skin and like hair extensions. It wasn't natural. So a lot of the photographers and the people I work with were asking me, like, what do you do for your skin? All the other models were like, what do you take? Like, why is your skin so good? Why is your hair so good? And I've always taken supplements my entire life. And that's when I realized, you know what, there's a market here. And I was like, I called my father, I was like, you know, I had an idea. I think we should do this women's line of products and bring it to the market, not just for the Brazil, but also for the United States, because I don't see any competition in this market. And that's how Glamour Nutrition was born, was out of this completely different, separate experience that I had. And then my end customer is really all women, because this product line is not sports nutrition for females. It's actually beauty from within. So we have collagen supplements, which is for your hair, your skin, your nails. You have the hair, skin, and nails pills with high dosage of biotin, and they're all scientific dosages that people take the products, they see the difference. Because it doesn't matter how much makeup you put on, or how you do extensions or anything like that, your beauty will always be natural if you have a good nutrition.
That's true.
And we have anti-age tablets. There's beauty sleep, because if you don't sleep well, like, your skin is not going to look good. And you need that antioxidants, you know, working during the night so you wake up more refreshed. And it's just a combination of natural ingredients. You don't just take melatonin, that's it. You know, you can get really hooked on melatonin and it stops giving that effect. So that's why all of our formulations they come from a holistic standpoint as well. And then, you know, we have the Glamour Protein, which is whey protein with collagen as well. So we try to implement the beauty factor in all those supplements, and that's why we can reach a much larger audience too, because it's literally for all women of all ages.
Very nice. Now, how about the military trail? Who would you say as far as the target market for some of these products that you have within the line itself?
So the military trail was also scientifically done, thinking about the calorie intake that these guys have to go through. Because the difference is that these guys in the military, law enforcement, they don't get prepared for egotistical reasons. They have to be physically prepared to defend us. They have to be physically prepared to risk their lives for us. And that's the whole concept of design, you know. So we have different formulations for different activities that they're doing. I mean, imagine a firefighter, for example. He has to wear such a heavy equipment. Like, their uniform alone, it's super, you know, it's a different calorie intake. It's a different stamina, different strength and needs that they have. And that's what this line was made for. It was to really highlight these people who risk their lives for us. And we just, you know, that's why we have the hashtag honor your trail, because they are honoring that trail. So we have the pre-workout, for example, it has 5 different support systems, because it's not only about getting that the hype to work out, but you also need to get the hydration part of it. You have to get the neuro support for it, you know, the hypertrophy support. So that's the cool thing about these products, because they are all scientifically created for those different supports.
That's very cool. I did not know anything about that part of the military trail, so that was good. So I think you've done a great job of really explaining some of the key differences. I think, you know, for our customers we've been typically dealing with out in the marketplace, this line itself is very unique, because it's not just a women's based nutrition brand. Like she said, it's products that are designed for overall beauty. And like you said, most people don't realize that they can put makeup on and they can splash this stuff on and try to make themselves look good, but if they're not taking care of what's inside, it's not going to matter. So and like everything I tell people is that all this stuff is to be done in coordinates with a healthy diet and nutrition and training. So this, like I said, the Glamour Nutrition is a very cool line that we at Europa have actually had to branch out of what we're normally dealing with and go find unique places to place these products, whether it be hair salons or, you know, places like that. So it's just kind of a neat thing to be able to go out and see those different marketplaces. Well, Kat, I think you've pretty much answered all the questions that we had for you. I really appreciate you taking the time to sit down with us and explain everything. So, thank you.
Thank you.
Take care.
You too.